What's up, guys? It's Skillzerk. I want to go over this case with this kid where this kid started this witch hunt and basically a whole bunch of people got involved. Now, a lot of people seem to be confused on what's going on here. I've lost quite a few friends, maybe 15 friends now over this witch hunt thing. And the thing is, these people aren't even getting evidence. They're not even asking for evidence. So when I say friend, I actually mean someone who wasn't my friend good enough to ask me my point of view or even any evidence from them about what they're claiming. They're just making claims and it's just running through like that. Throw it in the wood chipper and it works. Let's go. So basically, for people that don't know the story, it goes like this. Basically, I seen this on a board because this kid posts his Instagram everywhere. I add him on Instagram. I see a picture of my friend Snelly. I type Snelly. He comes off with an attitude, and then he posts this witch hunt. So, with that all out of the way, he starts this witch hunt. He's actually pretty successful at it at this time because, well, in Anchorage, Alaska, if you pretend to be a trans person, whether you're trans or just a pretender, you'll get a lot of attention for it. So here we are. This kid posts this witch hunt about how I'm such a horrible person. And because he's 15 years old, a lot of adults and, of course, tons of children come after me. And here we are with this mob of what I consider to be mentally unstable adult children because of the way they're acting. Uh, I I don't say that against Goldie because Goldie probably just got caught up in it. It seems like he backed off, so I'm not going to say anything bad about him. He probably just got dragged into it. But with the rest of the people that keep getting involved and causing problems, if anybody goes and searches up for these people, they're not even known people. They're basically just forget about who they are. They're basically nobody. But they're causing problems in my hometown, so I kind of have to pay attention to it. I'm not allowed to just, ignore it like I did the kid, because the kid, if someone starts being rude, what do? You block them, and you move on. But according to this other person who was on my YouTube channel, he's all over, commenting all over these videos, so you can see him everywhere. I don't even remember his name right now, but he basically has one subscriber, and one of his comments was, "None of this would have happened if I didn't block the parties involved. You know what stops most arguments? Blocking the person who's causing the argument. So I block the kid, and the kid goes and gets on another account, and I block his other account, and he goes and gets on his last account, and I block his last account. And here we are. Because I blocked all of his accounts, he started this witch hunt. That's why this witch hunt exists, because this kid feels like he has some reason to keep stalking me, but he must have felt somewhere in his gut that he was wrong in order to keep stalking me. So instead, he uses that claim against me that I'm supposedly stalking him, even though we have evidence that it was the other way around. Now, this is actually it's a very common practice. Someone will blame exactly what they are doing on the party that they are doing it to. Actually, there's a long story to that I'm going to show you in another video later that has nothing to do with this kid's case. But I feel it's important to bring up now because this person who's going over my video is going over an older case, and the person Ethan they keep bringing up, Ethan is not that person's name. Now, the thing is, in order to protect this Ethan person's, I guess, identity, I don't know if this person on YouTube knows the real name to this Ethan person they're talking about, so I won't go over the video with a real name unless I have confirmed proof that this person really knows who this Ethan person actually is, like their real name, like who they are. And in that case, then I can make a video because I will have proof that they're actually trying to cause problems with something that this Ethan person started and has been doing for 14 years. The proof they keep mentioning, you'll never see. These people keep mentioning they have proof and evidence and all this other stuff, and there is none. They haven't posted any. No one's seen any of it. No one's heard any of it. The only proof we have are the evidence I have of this kid and his dad and I guess Goldie when he got involved, but he's out of it now. I'm pretty sure. And then these other people that decide to get involved, that's the proof we have. The proof is the evidence, the facts, something we can actually see, feel, grasp. You have to have that in an argument. And one of the other things this person wants to say, the person talking about this Ethan and all these arguments, they wanted to bring up that I shouldn't have blocked them. We already went over that, but they wanted to bring something else up. I can't even remember what it is now. I wasn't supposed to block him, and I don't remember. It's a blank. But I wanted to bring this to a third party point of view. I guess I've taken a long time to say it now, so let's go to a third party point of view. If this right here was never posted, if someone else is watching and sees that, alright, so this guy Skillzerk followed this kid because he got an open invitation. The Skillzerk guy decided he wanted to give a follower to this kid, help his channel some, or his Instagram at the time. This guy wanted to help this kid's Instagram out, so he followed him because he seen the open invitation, so he follows him, and he typed his friend's name. Alright. And then he seen that this rat kid was being mean, so he responded to the rude comment that this rat kid was being rude, and then the rat kid just kept on. And so obviously Skillzerk in that case had a reason to not be so happy about it, but he didn't say nothing that should have been too offensive, just what a rude comment, or greeting, a rude sounding greeting, but I guess that could be taken offensively. So yeah, we can say they're both in the wrong. Alright, so that's equal. We can say that this Skillzerk guy is wrong because he did say rude. It sounds rude sounding. Even though it's just in a reply, I can understand where that can sound like it is, I replied rudely. So we're both in the wrong. We both had rude replies. My initial attention or my initial intention idea was, I can follow this guy, he gets a number, and we can go on our merry ways from there. In fact, if we go from the third party point of view, let's start where I type Snelling. Let's just say I type Snelling. Let's say this kid never said, "Can I help you?" laughing my ass off, what the fuck. What would have happened if I typed Snelly and he didn't reply? What if he ignored that I typed Snelly instead of his action? I'm pretty sure it would have been the end right there. He would have had an extra follower. I'm pretty sure, over all intention of any type of intelligence, that we could see that if it ended at Snelly, this kid would have one more follower and none of the other people would be involved. His dad would not have come and threatened me all over my Facebook page and everywhere else. The Goldilocks beardy guy would not have had anything to do with this and would not be in videos. The other kids and children, adults that decided to join in on this would still not have joined in on this because it would not have started in the first place. The people that left because they didn't care to look up facts or evidence, they just decided, people are starting problems with this guy, let's ditch him, it doesn't matter what the truth is or any evidence, let's just go ditch him. Wouldn't have happened, so I guess I would have had more fakes on my friends list. That is what I see from a third party point of view, is if it ended at Snelly, that wouldn't have happened. But let's go further than that. Let's say that it ended when I blocked him. After he said, "Skillzerk dude, I don't know you, back off." After I unfollowed and blocked him, I blocked him right there. From that point of view, if it stopped right there, if he didn't post this witch hunt, if he didn't post this witch hunt at all, and he understood that I'm blocked, I should probably just go on about my day, nobody else would have gotten involved. His kitty friends wouldn't have gotten involved. His kitty friends would not have this information to copy to their walls to post on 10 different fake accounts each, or 7 different fake accounts. All these different accounts would not have had this witch hunt to repost, and those adults wouldn't have gotten involved, or as I like to call them, kid adults, where it is an adult acting like a stubborn child. So this wouldn't exist. If this didn't exist at all, this witch hunt didn't exist, it would have ended at 2 cases. It would have ended at the fact that he was being rude and I blocked him. Or it would have ended at Snelly, where he could have not replied to that. He could have not replied to me mentioning my friend's name, that he has a picture of my friend on his Instagram. He could have not mentioned anything about that, and this kid would have an extra follower. That is my third party point of view. I know it can sound like I was being very contentious, but it's causing problems for me. And if it's causing problems, it's obviously not going to keep me under the best mood, but I'll say right now, I don't really plan to do nothing against this. I plan to follow it just for the fact that, it's going to go on until it ends, and until it ends, it would be very unsafe, unwise for me to stop following what's going on. Because if you stop following what's going on, I could go a month from now and have several people going against me, and if I stopped following what's going on, then this month from now, these people are all against me, and I have no idea why. Let's say I delete all of my evidence, get rid of my videos and all the evidence that this is going on, and then let's say they use, like, whatever small amounts of no evidence that they have. Let's say they clip it and edit the photos and make it look like I'm such a bad person, and then they can use my Instagram with this clipping, and then I end up looking like this very bad person, and if I have no evidence, I have nothing to back my side of the story up. If I didn't copy this evidence or make these videos, there is nothing backing my side of the story at that point. So I don't plan to actually do anything about this, but I do plan to follow the story for the already aforementioned reasons. And when it ends, it ends. And I'll still have the information. I'm not going to be deleting any of my information that happened here. This will become a story that will be a story in the past, but just like history, history does not forget itself. So this will always be static. Sorry you chose to write a witch hunt, kid, and sorry that I had to mention my friend Snelly's name and feel, hey, this image looks really cool. This face you drew looks really cool. So sorry you had to openly invite other people to your page, and I just decided to mention my friend Snelly's name. Sorry if that caused you any problems that I mentioned my friend's name on your page that you have a photo of. I'm sorry you started your witch hunt and everyone else had to get involved. And, I'm sorry to the adult children that got involved and decided to act like children and cause this big stink where you decided to try to get the police involved, but you had no evidence of anything, so they ignored you. I'm sorry you all made yourself look like that. And, if I caused any problems and you see all these problems that you think are so much my fault, if you can find evidence on that, I assure you make a video and comment it, and I will even upload your video with your permission, if you make permission, and I will upload that video for you so that everybody on my side and your side and the whole world can see it. But until you have that evidence, I'm just going to follow the story. I'm not really going to bother with these people. Even if they stalk me with multiple accounts and the story continues, there's no reason for me to interact with all these people besides the fact of giving me evidence that they became a part of this witch hunt, this mob. That's about the end of this video. Thanks for listening, guys. That's my third party point of view. If you guys have a third party point of view, it's very important that you guys make that mention. You could make a video on it, and I'll definitely watch it. I'll make sure others watch it. I'll even upvote your video and go and broadcast it if you want other people to see that answer, or I can not do anything about it and just watch it. It's up to you. If you want it to be seen, I can get it seen otherwise. But yeah, if someone else has a third party opinion, I'd like to hear third party opinions because, my third party opinion doesn't really count because even though I can try to see it from a third party opinion, I'm also involved in the case. So as a third party, my opinion doesn't count. Cheers, guys.